So this is Baruch Fleischman. You remember this book here? It's called the Zohar. It's written with a pirush by the Matot B'Devash, Rabbi Daniel Frisch, the man who sacrificed his life really to put this together. And the shmua is that on the day that he finished the Matot B'Devash, that's the day that he passed away. So credible story by him. This is on page Kuf Tzadi. Tzadi in the Zohar, Matot Bedevash, and Parshas are Parshas and the Kates. Today is the fourth day of the week. It is the day of Netzach. We should be zeicher to the final flow of goodness that comes down the right side of Zeranpeh. Pasuk v'Amar, so the Zohar says, it quotes this quote in Kehelis, Rei Chaim, see life, im isha asher ahavta, with the woman that you love. Tochazi. This pasuk is from an upper secret. He said this secret has already been explained. It says, Rei Chaim, you will see life. Ilim Chaim da Alma da Asi, it's the life of the future world, of the world beyond physical bodies. The Zakon Hu Bar Nash, the Zake Beka de Koyos, it's meritorious for a person who's able to attain this in the proper way. Im Isha Asher Ahavta, the world, the woman that you love. Dal Knesset Yisrael, who is this? This is the Jewish people, but actually Knesset Yisrael is another phrase for Malchus. Begin the Ba Ksiv Av, because in regards to Malchus, Malchus is the nature of our desire. So he says that she is the object of our desire. The Ba Ksiv Av, because that's where you see the word love, real love. It says of ahavas olam ahavtir, with the love of the universe, and olam could also be hidden or eternal or eternity. Ahavtir, I have loved you, or I will love you. Amosai, when B'shata the Sitrin Demina Achidba, when does this actually happen? It happens at the time that the line of the right side is holding on to her. Dirsiv al-kain mishachtich chesed. So therefore, I will cause to stream to you chesed. Chesed is the line of the right. Today is netzach. It goes chochma, chesed, netzach. That is a flow of the right side. Now this is of course the Zohar for the morning, and we're going to come over here and take a look. This is the Matot B'Devash, and he brings us a lot of the Ari, and he explains what the Zohar is saying. So he says the first of Rei Chaim im Isha Asher Ahavta. So he says Mefarish. He says, now let me explain this phrase. He said, Tochazi Haikra B'Razi Eloi Yihu Ba V'Rei Pasuk Zehu B'Sod Elyon. It's a secret from the Most High, and it's been explained. The Gavar Pirshuhu B'Makom Acher, in another place, this particular process has been talked about. But now I'm going to explain it in this way. He says, Ki Masha Kasav Rei Chaim, which says that you will see life, Elin Chaim da Alma da Asi. Let's translate. Elohim HaMalchim Shal Zer Anpin. These are the Malchim of Zer Anpin. It means the panemius of the energy of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, who flows through the balance scale, so to speak, which is right, left, and middle. He flows through that balance scale, Hanikrayim Chaim. So these Mochim are called the life force themselves, because life only comes from the Ein Sof Baruch Hu. So he said, Hanimshachim Lo Mechababina, which comes down from Bina, Shehu Sod Olam Haba, which is the secret of the world beyond physicality. He says, the Zakayim Hu Bar Nash, the Zake Bek the Koyo. So Sha'ashrei Ha'adam. So he says, happy is the person who is able to receive the radiance or a piece of the glow that comes to him from these mochim karoi in the proper way. Shlomo HaMelech, so Shlomo HaMelech said over here, Ata ben Adam, so you, son of man, that you have a able to, here we go, Rabbi Memra. So he said, Sha'ashrei ha'adam, read again, Shehi sod olam haba. He said, Sha'ashrei ha'adam, who merits the kabel ha'ara, this radiance, me'elu ha'mochin kamroi, from the mochin that are coming into Zer Anpin in the proper way. V'amar Shlomo HaMelech, Ata ben Adam, you, son of man, sheyesh l'kol achiza im Zer Anpin, who are able to actually attach yourself to the concept of Zer Anpin, Rei lehishtadel lahamshek as Zer Anpin, so make this effort. Go and see that you are able to what? Stream down Zer Anpin, Hanikra Chaim, which called life, the yachado im isha asher ahavta, with to make her a yichud with the woman that you love. So he said, Pirish isha, do Knesset Israel, that's malchus, hima malchus. So here we're talking about one major theme, maybe the most major theme of all of the Zohar, is the yichud of opposites, the yichud of Zer Anpin, and the flow from Zer Anpin with malchus becoming one. But Israel, that's malchus. So it's not talking about your wife, although maybe that's a metaphor for the same thing. That's my personal opinion. So he said, "He malchus Israel hakasa bedaber v'lo beishto mamish." The feet sharak ba only in her kasav av. So that's the only time when we speak to the love of the femininity, of the female aspect, the mother aspect, the female aspect, all of those different aspects. That's when we use the word ab. Mashalom metzino atzel ishto mamish. We don't use that word, or the Torah doesn't use that word to talk about your actual wife. Ki ha'pirish ha'kodesh baruch hu omer Yisrael. The Kodesh Baruch Hu says to the Jews, Ki ba'oz Abba sh'ani ohe, because in that love that we love, as hamalchus anikras that we love this malchus, which is called also another word, olam. Olam really comes from the word, which means we translate it to mean world or universe, but olam really comes from the word helam, which means hidden place. It's the ultimate goal. We don't know where it is, so we have to find it. Read Rabbi Memra. So that's the same way I love you. V'amar Amosai, when Masai Ohev HaKodesh Baruch Hu is Yisrael. So when does HaKodesh Baruch Hu love the Jewish people? B'shah shetzad yamim shucha chesed zer anpin ochez b'malchus b'sod ha'chibuk. Let's translate the words. When did this love manifest itself? It's at the time when the right line of zer anpin, which is called chesed, ochez, holds, Bahamalchus Malchus besod hachibuk, as like in hugging it, besod b'yaminu tachbakeni, which is a phrase we see a lot in Sod, that your right hand should hug me. She'oz hu shasa yichud, because this is what we're talking about, the time that the two, that is their anpin, the male force and the female force, combined to become one. Is of ayidei nemshechas ava the Yisrael, and then when we can do that, and this is our goal. He says this is how we bring love to the Jewish people. The Kodesh Baruch Hu says to the Jews, I'll so I'll cause to flow down to you this right line. Pirish lefi sha'ahavtich. So we understand that because of the fact that I love you. Now this is Hashem talking to us. Remember that we think in Rabbi Mimran's book, where he's talking about the Vekus. Because if you can do that, clear your mind to such extent that you're able to actually cling to what's beyond physicality, then you will see the manifestation of Chesed Elyon Derek Malchus, which comes through this Malchus, which is now receiving the flow from Zer Anpin, who receives the flow from Abba V'Ima, who receives the flow from Eric Anpin, who receives the flow from Atek Yomim, who receives the flow from way beyond what we can describe. So he says, Elyon derech hamalchus hakabelas ha'aras ha'chesed, that receives the glow of chesed from Zer Anpin, so the chibuk b'shas yichud, which is the secret of this hugging that takes place at the time of unity. This is Baruch Fleischman. It's been the Tikkun Elevator Kollel speaking on the Zohar on this morning. Thank you for listening.